The Foulmouth Owl Show is brought to you by Elaine Carroll Studios. Please visit www.delawarevideography.com and The Sports Zone in Smyrna, 235 Stadium Street in Smyrna, Delaware. Check them out on Facebook.
Hi, this is Brent from Lowdown. You're listening to the Foulmouth Owl Show. Don't forget to tell all your friends, 5 for Foulmouth Owl by Friday.
Well, fuck me! They got these TVs where you're taking pee-pees. Hey, y'all, this is Bucktooth Jack, and I love beer and football, baby. You know where I'll be this weekend at the Sports Zone, Smyrna, Delaware. Who needs cheerleaders when you got waitresses like Samantha, Nellie, and Jordan? The Sports Zone in Smyrna is where Bucktooth Jack works. So my wife thinks. Sports Zone is a great place for half-off appetizers and $1.50 drafts at the Sports Zone, Smyrna, Delaware. Losing all patience right before I'll hit the floor. As this life just falls away, as you live your life today, between the crimes to stay, these eyes all scream back at me. What you say, what you want, is it really what you need? Scream at me.
What you do, Ian?
Let's tighten it up a little. It's like loose.
You fucking broke something, dude.
Fuck.
Hello.
You're not supposed to blow into the microphone directly. How long you been doing this, Ian?
Couple weeks now.
Couple weeks now.
I'm just kidding.
It's been about 6-8 months, something like that. Isn't it? Welcome to the Foulmouth Owl Show, folks. Woo! Man, what a weekend. We had a long weekend. Squig, you losing your headset, your headgear there? Cocks and fucking balls.
I'm sure Squig has lost much more than just that.
Hear me, Squig?
Yeah, what's up?
No, I'm just saying what's up.
What's up?
Not much. Just hanging out.
It's awesome to hang out with your friends on Tuesday
Yeah.
at the Foulmouth Owl Show. Squig is throwing spitballs at baby Ian over here. We got a new guest at the table, Ben.
That's right.
Is that going to be your Foulmouth Owl name?
Half of it.
Alright, what is it? Because we make our own.
All right, folks, so we're here at the Foulmouth Owl Show. We got Squiggity Squig, Big Pen, or Baby Ian, or Yanni Burger.
Or Ian.
And what's your name going to be, sir?
You can just call me Beezy.
Beezy. Okay, so we got Beezy over here.
All right.
Be easy or beezy?
Why not both? You don't have to limit yourself, you know?
Easy beasy.
Well, he's on Facebook as
Be easy.
Be Easy.
But it's combinable.
It's combinable. Bees.
It's kind of like a sound.
It's like
less of a name.
It's like the beeve, but the bees.
That's right.
Be easy. Be easy. Bees. Be easy.
Beezy.
Be easy. Beezy.
Most likely all spelled exactly the same.
B-E-E-Z. That's what I would say. Is that correct?
That's about right. Or B-easy.
Awesome. Welcome to the Foulmouth Owl Show. We're sponsored by the Sports Zone in Smyrna and produced by Elaine Carroll Studios. In addition to our new friend here, Ben, we are joined by Chris from Sabre. How you doing, Chris?
Doing good, man.
Have a seat, man. Feel free to pull up a chair. Pop in.
Welcome, Chris.
Thank you, thank you,
Welcome,
thank you,
Chris.
thank you,
Thanks for
thank
coming
you.
out. So, Ben, what brings you in tonight, man?
I had to give Ian a ride. So, you know, that brings me down here somehow also.
Yeah, so, well, you answered an ad that we had. Is that how we met? I talked to a lot of people, so how did we get together initially?
That's right. I checked out Craigslist and your phone number was there, so we got to talking that day. And it's kind of a way into like the community that I want to be a part of, you know. It's interesting kind of being able to just put your own spin on things and getting feedback from other people.
So are you interested in the media community, or is it more the entertainment community or the music community?
Definitely entertainment and music. You
Yeah,
know?
you said the bands and stuff last time, right?
Right, and it's you know, music's a big part of my life, and I'm a guitarist myself, and I'm kind of on the beginning end of kind of exploring my own.
So
way
this is
through
just
this
like
place.
diving into everything full blast.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna hold back. So this is just you know, the beginning of a new chapter.
So and then you, so then I met you. I was out front of Mojo, Maine one night taking a picture because we got our name on the billboard out there, and I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm standing out there taking a picture, and some guy walks up and he goes, "Hey, are you Albert?"
I saw him.
And it was Ben here.
That's right. I had to make sure you guys knew what I looked like as well as what I sounded like on the phone. You know.
And he sat and had a nice chat with us and a couple beers. He drinks beers faster than Squig.
Is that right?
I don't know. I'd have to be trying pretty hard, but you know.
So you were there that night. We were at Mojo, Maine. You remember seeing our friend
Gusto.
Gusto was there.
Right.
And Rogier played. Those guys played. Gusto's played before. Rogier never played before. That was his first time ever playing. And then we had a lot of other friends that were there. The Last Valorians were there. Do you know those guys, Chris?
Yeah, I've actually seen them, I think, what was it, probably about a few months back.
Have you ever seen any of them throw up?
Well, it was Dustin's. It was
not
Dustin's.
in front of me.
It was Dustin's birthday that night.
Was it?
Yeah, and if you look at our pictures from Mojo, Maine that night, you'll see lots of pictures with throw up all over the place thanks to Dustin
Ew.
from the Last Valorians.
Hey, yeah, how did it get all over him?
He threw up. I was right there. I was on the phone watching. He threw up and then passed out into it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And there's total documentation of it online.
And he smiled the whole fucking time. He didn't go, "Oh, fuck."
Nope, he was happy.
He was thrilled.
Posed for pictures and everything.
Yeah.
It was excellent.
And then got him up, got him a couple more beers, and he was falling down again.
You got to refill that void, you know, after you get rid of it.
So were you there for that? Did you get
Nah, I ended up leaving before that happened.
Luckily, we Michelle was there that night, and she was out snapping some pictures, and she got some great photos that
Yeah, she
night,
did.
including Dustin from the Last Valorians hurling all over the damn place.
I never saw them throw up when I saw them, but
Ew. There's so much throw up, you think somebody got their head shot off.
that must be new. Or it could have been right after I
Yeah, it's almost a month old now, but geez Louise, there was fucking barf everywhere and all over him. There was so much barf on him, I couldn't believe that all.
Me either. Ian said he fell into it. And I guess Colton said it was taco night.
I was gonna say.
They had tacos. Oh.
He must have had a big fucking dinner. I hear something happening. There it is. Ian thought it was a condiment mix. Hey, there we are. Our producer, Lieutenant Dan, in the corner, folks. Lieutenant Dan. He's now online with us.
Ice cream Lieutenant Diane.
All right, so Ben's here. So Ben, what do you think you can do to help us out? What's your interest in?
Well, if I can edit kind of some of this audio gear and get some experience for myself, I'll be able to do something similar to this for my own projects and things like that. So this is a way to go to college without paying for it.
This is really a real entry-level audio editing thing because the audio editing is pretty basic here. The difference is there are pictures that go with the audio when you edit a podcast.
Right.
And there are also video podcasts. We haven't done any video podcasts. They take quite a bit more editing. But we have the capability to do them too. The studio is willing to do them. Like if somebody wanted us to do a Foul Mouth Owl show from their event or venue and they wanted it to be a full-blown television with 2 or 3 cameras, we could do that, right, Lieutenant Dan? Dan says yes. So
He always says
The
yes.
thumbs are up.
that's what I like about Dan. Dan says yes, we can.
Because there's no.
That's right. So, you all right, Ian?
Yeah, I'm just.
You look lost, brother.
No, I'm right. I'm just chilling.
You all right?
He's
Yeah.
right.
Ian was lost, now he's found.
He was lost and now he's found.
That's right.
So, Ian, last week, Ben came down and he actually hung out with me for a couple hours and doing some editing.
Yeah.
Did it look that difficult?
It didn't look too difficult, but you know, that's my perspective only.
And what we did was very simple. And I was sitting here, yesterday. It wasn't today. I was busy all day today. Yesterday, I was sitting here doing some editing. I said, man, I wish Ben was here to see this shit because it was not as easy. Look, you broke my pen, Squig. Thanks.
Well, you've been clicking it for 10 minutes.
He broke it, so I stopped clicking it. I thought you were going to chuck it, dude.
We'll confiscate it.
I'm liable to throw it through my fucking screen over there or
So
something.
you knew you were making noise.
Yes, and I continued to do it. So, Ben's come down. He's helping out. He's going to get you've been looking at some computers and stuff?
Only online.
Online?
In the store, only to try and get that credit card.
Uh-oh, he's going to get a credit card, folks. Mac Pro.
You know what
Go
that
for
means.
a $20,000 credit limit. Get the Mac Pro system.
They're not that stupid. They're not even letting me touch $1,000, so I got to work with what I can get.
Yeah, when you work up at the farmer's market, credit's probably tight, huh?
That's right.
Hey, man, when you're young, how old are you?
How many bananas?
How old are you?
Yeah, how old do I look?
23?
Yeah, that's a good guess. You must have heard me say that before. You know, those Amish people, they have trouble with the credit system, you know.
Yeah, right.
It's a little different when you're working with potatoes and heads of lettuce, so.
Yeah, right. No doubt. Fucking credit score don't mean shit.
Yeah.
I sold 8 hot dogs.
I don't know. We don't have hot dogs, but at Cajun Kate's at the farmer's market, it's all good, authentic Cajun food. We got a chef that was in New Orleans for 7 years, and he worked at NOLA with Chef Emerald. So he's the one that knows what he's doing.
So is that your buddy's place up there where you work at?
Yeah, that's my
What's
buddy's
it called?
place. It's called Cajun Kate's.
Cajun Kate's at the Farmers Market in Newcastle.
Booth,
Available on Friday and
Friday
Saturday?
and Saturday. It's in Boothwyn. It's not the Newcastle Farmers Market.
Oh, it's in Boothwyn.
Yeah, it's in Pennsylvania. It's right over the line.
Oh.
So it's up near me in North Wilmington. And there's all sorts of good food there, different specials every week. They got crispy Cajun mac and cheese. I mean, there's stuff you never
Snap
seen.
a turtle?
Yeah, crawdads and cat daddies.
Alligator?
We do have alligator sausage. It's amazing.
Cocks and balls.
And not to mention plenty of those.
Is that a soup?
No, we don't have cocks and balls gumbo. I'm sorry.
Cocks and balls
Ever eat the
gumbo.
Amish diner they have?
Yeah, they got all sorts of
sort of
the
spot.
diners, yeah.
Here, I'll take this back. It's too chewy. I can't chew the foreskin off too much.
Oh, jeez.
It's like a clam strip.
So, Ian,
Yeah.
what the hell did you do all week, buddy?
This week?
Yeah, tell us about your week. Come on closer.
It was
to the
kind
mic.
of a little bit of a, not a hectic week, but my grandfather, he was in and out. Well, he was in the hospital. And my dog, she was in and out of the hospital, like the vet hospital. So we've been caught up with that, but.
So your grandfather, he was in a hospital. He had stents put in. Is that right?
Yeah, well, actually, he had stents. He had the camera go up his groin to see if he needed the stents, and turns out that it wasn't clogged enough for him to get the stents put in. He has had stents put in before, but this time I guess he wasn't that bad off to where he needed them. But they kept him in there like a few extra days just to get his blood thinned, and I don't know. It was just kind of nerve-wracking a little bit. I hate seeing him go in
So
there.
what do they do to thin your blood there?
I don't know. I really have no. I don't know if they
Like
give him-
alcohol? They just say it'll booze him up real good for the weekend?
I
Or
don't know.
Yep.
they keep him here and booze him up.
That's right, some good old hard liquor.
You cut me right now with a piece of paper cut, I'll bleed out.
It's worse than hemophilia.
Hemophiliac.
Other than that, I've just been hanging out, been practicing.
Practicing what?
Football, ready for the November 6th Sports Zone.
Practicing out.
I can't get him to book the schedule.
But he'll practice football with his boys.
Has he been practicing football, Kimmy? For real?
Can you start recording it for us?
She
What?
says he has. I believe him. I believe her.
I just imagine Ian like Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite taping himself throwing football passes to no one.
That would be Ian.
Yeah, throwing the football through a glory hole.
Legend in his own mind.
What was that thing they had at the Sports Zone a few weeks ago?
What?
Cornhole game. They had some kind of cornhole.
Bago? Yeah, cornhole.
Yeah,
You
so
throw the beanbag and try and throw it in the cornhole. There's a big, like, 2x4 plank of wood kind of tilted up, and one teammate is on each side, and you take turns, and you try and land a beanbag on the board or
Oh,
throw it right through that cornhole, you know, right where it feels good. right where it feels right.
Fuck's
Is
a
this
cornhole?
like supposed to be fun or something?
I think it's something that farmers do. You know, they literally.
I don't know. They tried it at the bike night at the Sports Zone. I don't think it went over too well. Cornhole.
It's like a tailgate.
The 2 weeks before that, I was there at the bike night, and I'll be damned if everybody wasn't talking about cornhole. Cornhole at the Sports Zone in Smyrna.
I think it's really just the name of the game that people enjoy saying. I don't know if it's as much.
I
playing.
believe you're right. Maybe we should call this the fucking Cornhole Show. Maybe we'll pick up some more subscribers or listeners or downloads.
Foulmouth down the cornholes.
Foulmouth out and the cornholes. All right, so we got that, and then November 4th we're at the Sports Zone in Smyrna, and then December 7th we're at Mojo, Maine. We have Lonery Roaded is playing that night, and somebody else texted me. It's either Lowdown 302 or the Last Valorians. They're gonna play that night as well, and that's December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day.
I thought you said lowdown.
Well, I'm trying to get all three of them again because they were supposed to play November 2nd, but we're not doing that show November 2nd. So we got those things coming up. Hopefully this show is out before those things appear. Hopefully Ben will be editing some stuff there for us. So, all right, I'm good with that. You can pull that down. Thanks. I just needed to see. So it's November 4th and December 7th that we're going to be out with the Sports Zone.
Smyrna, Delaware.
Smyrna, Delphia.
So do you guys up there at the, what's it called again?
The Boothwyn Farmers Market?
Yeah, at the farmers market. What's the name of the stand though? A taco stand or
Yeah, right.
Cajun Kate's?
That's it.
Enchiladas.
Cajun Kate's Buffalo Gator Taco.
The Bartle Fish Taco.
Right.
Shells are made out of buzzard beaks.
We do have soft shell crab po' boys every once in a while, which are pretty impressive. I don't
Now
know.
is that a pretty busy place up there?
Yes, compared to a lot of the other places, but sometimes you know, you don't have the greatest weekend as you would want. It kind of depends on the menu, and since the menu does change from week to week, we kind of have varying levels of success up there.
Do you have a website?
He does have a website, and he has an email list, so you can get the specials every week.
Is that right?
Just sent.
What's the
right to
website?
you. I wish I could tell you. It's probably just CajunCates.com.
We'll have to look it up and look up Cajun Kate's.
Well, yeah, what's important is coming up on Friday and Saturday and trying the food. We'll give you a sample and tell you to get the hell out of there.
Is that right? How does that work?
Well,
Just come in and they'll give you a sample and then kick you
yeah,
out?
I mean, we don't give you much, you know. I'll probably end up putting a little extra zest in there for you.
Uh-oh.
Ew.
Ew.
Special sauce.
Super special sauce.
Have you had that hat for a long time there, Ben?
I did. I've had it for almost 5 years or so.
Jeez Louise, you've been out in the sun in a lot.
That's right. This is old summer camp hat.
Nixon Inc. What's Nixon? Is that a uniform
Clothing
company? Yeah.
I got a watch that's Nixon too.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
It looked like Dan's band, sorta.
I'm sure Dan's is much nicer than mine. He has a real job.
Dan has an iPod
iPod watch.
It's
It's awesome.
Oh, that's messed up.
Fantastic.
It's sick, dude. It's got all these different faces and video and shit.
That's right.
Yeah, but I just noticed your fucking hat is like so faded.
I've probably sweat about a dozen gallons,
Pounds and
just
pounds and pounds.
straight into the hat.
It's
I mean,
filtered through that hat there.
It's from years of growing out your hair and sweating your ass off running around outside, you know.
So you're gonna be up Cajun Kate's this weekend,
Every Friday.
and you're gonna be
Saturday,
sweating
dude.
with that hat on up there.
Well, that's the thing, you know.
Is that the secret ingredient in Cajun Kate's?
Nah.
They shake it over the pot.
You're right. They run the water through it.
Ew.
They use it to
Yeah.
run. They drop the fucking crawdads in it and let them drain through it.
Nah, I try and diversify. You know, last week I went up there for a 12-hour shift, and I show up, my shirt's on inside out, I forget my hat, and I got this old Margaritaville-looking hat from like the 80s. It's got a crazy little rope on top of the brim going across. I thought I was screwed because the first time I went up there I forgot a hat, and he gave me some old piece of junk that looked like it was sitting on the side of the road for a while. And you know,
I'd have made him go get his shit and come back.
well,
They're like, kid, what's wrong with you? You show up to work with this shit on.
yeah, they still haven't figured out what's wrong with me, but you know, I don't think that'll ever.
Well, you're
be,
still there. How long you been there with those guys?
I've only started a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you only been there a couple weeks. And no wonder you don't know their website. Well, here's the deal. You want to make some money with them guys? I'll tell you how you do it. You sell them some services for our studio, and we'll pay you a big commission, right? You get the big commission.
Big commission.
You get the big commission, then you fucking quit. And then you go get another job where they need our services as well. You work there about 3 weeks. You get in good with somebody. You say, hey, I got to hook you all up.
Damn right.
Lane Carroll Studios, DelawareVideography.com.
That's right. In and out. Wham bam. Thank you, man.
That's right. And on to the next job. That'll be your job. We'll be getting different jobs for our studio and bringing in the business. See, we got all angles covered here, folks.
That's right.
So if you hire some guy named Ben and he ain't there 2 weeks later and you got a $6,000 fucking ECL bill coming in the mail,
We sent him.
you've been, well, we gotta give him a nickname.
You've been
Well, we gotta make.
You've been bent over.
right.
You've been bend. You've been bend out.
He's got the bends. You got the bends.
You got the bends.
It's all about
the
them
Benny-Z.
Benjamins.
Benny-Z, right?
Easy.
Beezy. Beezy Benz. You got the Beezy Benz. Yeah. So we're here with Christian. What's happening, Christian?
chilling, man.
Thanks for
Chilling.
coming and hanging out with
Thanks
us.
for having me out.
Let me scoot this down a sec. Can you hear all right in them headphones?
Yes, I can,
Cool,
sir.
cool.
Christian, everybody.
Christian Alexander here with Savior. If you guys can hear the music and it's playing in the background, that's Savior.
Yes,
We usually don't
yes.
play music in the background. I'm trying to do some crazy shit. You know what they say? If
He's one crazy fucking guy.
Change
Albert.
shit up.
You're scaring me.
just
You're
change
crazy.
shit up. We got the box of doom. Chip, our Chef Bones might be stopping by a little while. He's got our mic. He said he does have it. He called. He said, I have your mic.
Who, Salt?
No, Chip. Chef
Mike.
Bones. Did I say Mike? Oh. You're too deep and too fast for me, Squig. I can't keep up with you. My brain's working. I'm over here going blah, 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 trying to talk like a fucking auctioneer.
Yep.
And then you got this deep ass joke over here. I can't.
We got Chip coming. We got Chip coming.
Chip's coming. Chef Bones is coming. He's got our microphone. We are getting a new microphone in the studio.
Can I have it?
Yes, and it's wireless. So Ian will be able to walk over. See, your job tonight would be to sit over there by your lovely underage sister, which you bring here and subject her to this madness. And anytime we want to talk to her, you would hold the mic up for her. That's going to be your new jobby. Ian's got a purpose now, folks.
Wonderful. Maybe.
When nothing, if Dan hasn't directed you to do something else from now on, that's your job is to handle that fucking microphone. Anybody that's not at the table, make sure that they got.
Get 'em.
Yep. If there's nobody else, you stand over there by Dan because he might want to say something sooner or later. He may never. You never know. But if he does, if he says something, I want it fucking recorded.
He's like Silent Bob.
Yeah, he's like Silent Dan.
And what a voice he has. What a voice.
Well, bottom line is if you come down here, you better stay in line because Lieutenant Dan's also got a big ass foot.
Oh my God. What is that? A 17?
Does.
Got a big foot. He's also in charge of security. He'll kick your ass. He's
He
a
can
big
go
dude.
skiing with sneakers on.
And he lifts weights. He don't do mad reps like Ian. He does real reps where they build muscle and get strong. Some bitch will lift my Volkswagen up while I change the tire. Right? Ian could barely lift fucking cheese poofs.
Yeah, from shoulder to shoulder, Dan's as big as my torso. What the fuck?
He's almost as big as Gusto.
That's a big bitch.
Now you were telling me about somebody that was bigger than Gusto
I
the
got
other
this
day.
dude at work. Wow. He would duck down walking in this bitch. Looks like baby Huey.
Why don't you bring him in?
He wants to come in. Hey, listen, he's already heard
Has he
that
got a good
show.
sense of humor?
Yes, he does. You know what? He said he would have ran naked down Main Street.
Oh, can you do it?
Ian would have too. I just didn't want him to get a sex offender charge if the police were
I
involved.
honestly probably
Yeah, I
would.
think
true.
I think he's like 380 something pounds, but there's no fat on him.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Just a man mountain.
Well, tell him to come in. Tell him to give us a call.
All right.
Hook
And
him up.
he's
Hook him up
very
with.
he's- yeah, no.
Hook him up with
Cock
Lieutenant. Hook him up with Lieutenant Dan. Get him on the schedule. Give him to me. Give him to me. Everybody, me and Lieutenant Dan's gonna have a contest to see who can fill up the schedule. Everybody, every time I put a guest on there, I get a point. Every time Lieutenant Dan puts somebody on, he gets a point. The end of November, whoever's got the least points got to pick from the box of doom.
We'll have a headless man picking from the box of doom.
Yep.
Can't show Dan's face.
Well,
No, man, cops.
he doesn't want to be seen by the police. All right, well, we're here with Chris Alexander from Savior, and they're out of Bear, Delaware.
Yes, we are.
They're barely out of Delaware.
Well, they get over the line into Pennsylvania. They've
Yeah.
done a handful of shows over there.
Yes, we have.
Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/SaviorRock. So when is that next show? Tell us all about
November 5th at Sweeney's Tavern in Northeast Philly, right across the street from the old Whiskey Tango.
Okay.
Off of Bustleton Ave.
it. So do you guys play there?
This will be the second
Often?
time we've played there, and we're playing with a group of really good bands that night. Madrone, Temper Trend, and these guys have played nationally with a lot of bands. Actually, I think Madrone's on tour right now, and if everything goes great that night, they might actually put us on the tour with them.
Awesome.
So
Where are they touring?
they've toured up and down the East Coast, and they're a great group of guys. We've talked to them a few times, and they gave us the show, and they said to us, we really like you guys, and we think it's going to work out to our benefit if we can get a show together. So we're pushing this show more than any other show, even though we've played a lot of big shows. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to this one. This one's going to be, I would say, our accoutrement, the everything platter.
The big make it or break it?
The big make
The
it or
big
break
deal?
The poo-poo platter.
Because this actually gets us the 9:30 Club in Washington, D.C. to open up.
Didn't work. Told you.
Didn't work?
Facebook.com/Savior. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. Savior.
You type it in wrong.
Savior Rock.
Savior Rock. Savior Rock.
Savior Rock works, folks. Facebook.com/Savior Rock.
Yep. And you can also check us out on Reverbnation under
Savior
Savior
Rock.
Rock as well.
That's
And
awesome. This is where we got the music from. Oh, no. We got some music there.
That's right.
And you can check it out there. Can you buy CDs there? You can buy
Yes.
them at iTunes.
You can buy them on iTunes,
Amazon.com.
Amazon.com. Actually, our CD's set to be released. Was supposed to be at the end of this month. We're not sure. It's been fighting battles with FMA.
Is that the album Beginnings?
Yes, the album Beginnings.
And okay, so you're hoping that November 5th is going to be your release party? Is that
Well, we have all the CDs. It's just a matter of will the companies actually put them in the stores finally. So we've been fighting with the companies. Hopefully they will come through and put it.
So what's the big battle?
It's just a change through our independent label, our indie label, Toil Records. Actually, for some reason, I guess the distributor they went through canceled on them on every band that they had on the label, and from that point on, they had to find someone, and they finally got a new vendor distributor, and they're really good with putting the album out. So they haven't had any complaints yet. It's just we were supposed to be doing CD signings too, and they got canceled because it's coming closer to Christmas now. So because of that, they're hopefully don't push it back to next year, which would suck. But we're looking.
Does it sound like that's probably going to happen? The holiday season's a big thing, man.
And that's what we're gunning for, because that's when most people come in and buy CDs. You know, Christmas presents. So if everything goes according to plan, let's everybody cross our fingers by the end of the week, hopefully.
Well, you can go out there yourself. You don't need to.
No, well, we've been selling our CDs at our gigs. So,
Right.
yeah. We're doing pretty good when it comes down to the CD sales. We're actually trying to get some merchandise together right now, some T-shirts, thongs. That's all my drummer on that one. I think we should make thongs, man. I'm like, okay, man. But hey, I'm not the merchandising guy. I just book the shows.
Let me guess, Lieutenant Dan did your logo?
Actually, no. The logo was done by a good friend of ours. His name's Jimmy. And Jimmy actually just came up with it out of the blue, and we loved it, so we took it and rolled with it. And we've gone through so many different types of logos lately just to kind of improve on the band, because we have new members now, and me and the drummer are the only original members left. Anthony is our new lead guitarist, and Chris Trotman is our bassist.
Two Chris's in the band.
Two Chris's, believe me.
Holy mackerel.
It gets confusing. So I'm Christian, and he's Vasquez, so we call him by his last name, or his first name, Nelson. Which he
Nelson.
hates. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, please. You
That's
guys,
an awesome name. People don't name their kids Nelson anymore.
Nelson Vasquez.
Nelson
If
Christian
I have any more
Vasquez.
kids, I'm gonna name my kid Nelson. Kimberly, name your first kid Nelson. No, she's not into that.
She's shaking her head.
Vasquez.
Yeah, so we call him that, or Squez.
That should be the box of doom. Name your first kid Nelson.
That's awesome.
Or Milton.
I love it. We're on the radio and we're already trash talking my drummer.
That's
No,
We're not
that's
trash
awesome.
talking him.
No, that's awesome. No, I'm happy about it. Please.
We're just making fun of his name, Nelson.
and if he was here, he would be laughing with us.
He would. He would.
Yeah,
he
well,
would
that's-
completely be laughing.
We had a band come and they forgot their, or the guitar player didn't show up. Last Valorians, and he was on a fishing trip or something. But they were all picking on him, saying what a fucking retard he was. And apparently he kicked their ass when he got back. Beat him up. John beat him up. So they had nice shit to say about him on the next time. Actually, they came to one of our remotes that we did at Mojo. I guess they live right up there in that area.
Oh, in Newark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's easy, I guess. You know, it's close by. It's a cool happening place.
Yeah, we're banned from playing there.
Why is that?
Because apparently the sound guy said that I was writing on the wall in one of the bands that we played with. Forgot what the name of the band was, but apparently I changed a letter in there and it was profanity. So they said I did it, which I would never do.
Sound guy with the hair.
Yeah, the sound guy with the dreads.
Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate.
So he said apparently I did. I'm like, why would I do something like that? It's just, I'm like, whatever.
So who said you were banned?
Apparently, when we had a manager, which we let go not too long ago, so I took over the managerial positions. She told me that Nate told Renee.
Renee.
So yeah, and Renee's like, yeah, we want to have him back, but we can't because he won't do their sound. I'm like, okay. It is what it is. Yeah, which I'm like, why would I do something like that? I'm the most professional person in the band, for the most part.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder if Nate. I don't know what's up with that. I'll talk to Nate. So what's up with the name of the band, Savior? You guys like a Christian band or something?
No,
We're going to church this weekend or something?
No. Savior was, we were going through band names when we first came up with the band, and we were trying to shoot for something big, something kind of spiritual in a way, that we were all looking for. And Savior kind of just hit everyone, and we just all agreed with it. The name was kind of, we were going for like that Creed kind of thing, which never ended up sounding anything like Creed in the end. But the name of the band actually means something to all of us because Savior's not just about being religious. It's actually about, helping people. It's about being there for people when they're down. And I know a lot of people that I've seen in life have always been very, not wanting the help from others or, just giving up totally. And Savior kind of is like a complex, in psychological terms. So we just pretty much said, all right, well, let's name it that. I mean, it's kind of pretentious, but...
So you're the complex that helps people?
For the most part, we're trying. We're trying to reach people with the music.
Right. So all right. Okay. So you're on the helpful side, not
Yeah.
the one that turns away.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I kind of like that. I'm with you on that. I like that.
Yeah. That was the main message that I always thought would be the greatest message for the band. It was never about being famous or being a rock star. It's about helping people.
Yeah.
That's my whole entire thing for what it is. Everybody else has their own opinions, but
Yeah. Sure.
All right, well, I'm gonna call you up next week and tell you to come tune my guitar.
I can do.
You gotta
it.
come on down.
Hey, I'm always down to tune a guitar. Are you kidding?
Do you even have a guitar, Squig?
No.
No, but his cat's missing.
He's gonna go get one tomorrow, so it
Yeah, I'll
can be
go get
tuned.
one. I'll go get an old little court.
So you're the singer
Yep.
and guitar player?
Yep. Lead singer and guitarist.
Is there a second guitarist?
Yes, that's Anthony.
That's
Actually,
Anthony.
Yeah, one of the sickest guitarists I've ever seen. He's the second guy I've ever worked with guitar playing because I've always been a solo guy, and in past bands it's just been me playing guitar and writing the music. But we write really good music together. Our new stuff sounds nothing like the new album, the album that's out right now that we've been writing. Taking a lot more time and kind of really putting everything together, coming together as a band, where we've said, you know what, everything that we did, let's undo and let's just start all over from the beginning. So It's pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I guess are you willing to play a song or two for us?
I can do.
All
a
right.
song.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back and we'll talk about a few things we got. Like Saturday night, we gotta talk about that. And Michelle.
Oh yeah.
Michelle's thing is Saturday night. She didn't. She went a little crazy on some Red Bull.
That picture's hilarious.
Yeah, and Dan whipped up a graphic for us. I'm sure she'll really have appreciation for it. And then Edith's party was awesome. We had a great time. We hung out with Cough and Fly.
Heard some different and loud
These
music.
guys were playing feedback as best they could, I guess. I mean, it turned out to be they were just jamming. They were just jam bands, so they weren't serious, thank God.
Yeah, whatever sound came out, that works.
It was madness.
That's cool.
It was part of it. I said part of it was part of it sounded like they recorded me when I was throwing up last time. I was like, Buick. Edith's party was a lot of fun, though.
It was fun.
It was great. It was good. It was good.
It was good.
Ian came, crumpled up my fucking flyers, stuck them in his pocket like a dickhole after I spent all day printing them and cutting them.
You whole dick.
You dickhole. Why would you do that, Ian?
Because he wanted you to think he passed them
That's
out.
all right. Well, now he knows we're going to bust his balls after we hear some good music next segment. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the Foul Mouth Al Show, folks.
Big TVs, football, and wings? Where at? Sports Zone? Oh, of course. Hey y'all, this is Ricky, Buff Choose Jack's little nephew. Sports Zone is a great place for half-off appetizers, $1.50 drafts, big TVs, come on down. They even got TVs in the bathrooms. That's a Sports Zone in Smyrna, 235 Stadium Street. You can also check them out on the computer, www.sportszonede.com.
The Sports Zone in Smyrna brings great people together with great food and lots of great entertainment like bike night, live bands, karaoke, and a whole lot more. Need a place to hold your gathering? Call the Sports Zone in Smyrna at 302-223-1808. Don't miss all the fun at the Sports Zone in Smyrna, 235 Stadium Street in Smyrna, Delaware.
Destroyer of the human world has come to judge me. And through
The Foulmouth Owl Show is brought to you by Elaine Carroll Studios. Please visit www.delawarevideography.com and The Sports Zone in Smyrna, 235 Stadium Street in Smyrna, Delaware. Check them out on Facebook.